Plandemic is a 26-minute conspiracy theory video released in May 2020 that promotes a variety of falsehoods and misinformation regarding the COVID-19 pandemic. The film was produced by Mickey Wills, a California-based production company. Holy crap.
Here we are. I'm so excited.
Why are you so excited?
Don't I look so excited?
Uh-huh.
I'm so excited.
You look very tired.
Well, I've only been up for 6 hours.
What? You got up at 4?
I think 4:30, somewhere around there.
Oy vey.
4 hours before you tried to destroy our little cloth here.
It was not intentional. It never is. Which is why I don't touch the equipment if possible. Because I am the destroyer.
I am the destroyer of things.
I am the destroyer of things.
Alright, so I don't think we're going to have the errand, so you have to say it.
Roll the intro. I'm not as good as he is.
Really?
I didn't do the hands.
He doesn't do the hands anymore.
It's not generally my role, so you know. I thought you were going to do it.
What role do you play in this whole podcasting thing?
I sit here and talk.
That's it?
And I look cute.
I
answer the emails.
I think you need to be the editor.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
The YouTube uploader.
No.
I actually think my next computadora needs to be way more geared toward editing and it's funny because I was thinking about this yesterday, and on Corridor they did a video where they made CG dominoes defy physics and do things that dominoes can't do, like climb walls and stuff like that. And the computer that they're using was a laptop geared toward creators with one of the better current new NVIDIA GPUs, and yeah, I'm thinking that's kind of what I need for this stuff. Not for the gaming, but because we're using Aaron's Schwing Bing. I think he's got a 1050 card in there, which is also
the fastest
NVIDIA.
one in the house.
He's got the fastest thing in the house, and just trying to render our 1080p video in 4K with the acceleration turned on, it's taking...
Are you plugged into the thing and not...
Plugged into the thing.
Are you
Here
wired?
we go with tech speak, y'all.
Are you wired and not wireless?
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, you said one time, I listen occasionally, you said that you had forgotten to plug it in, and that's why it took so long to do the video.
No. Only uploading to the YouTube. I'm rendering.
Oh.
It's been going, it was at 40% when I woke up this morning when the computer was off. It was at 40%. And when I turned it back on this morning, it started there, and it's now currently at like 65% since 4 o'clock this morning, and it is 10:17. Feel my pain. All for last week's video that I edited this week. fastly, I might add. I spent like 2 days editing that video. Oh, en fuego.
Are you planning on learning any Polish?
No.
It is a really hard language.
But then again, I wasn't planning on learning any Chinese, and I wasn't planning on learning any Thai either.
I don't know any Thai. I have like 3 words in Thai.
I learned some Thai when we were in Thailand.
But do you
not
remember
very
any of
much.
it? You remember?
I don't remember bathroom. I don't remember any of it.
Oh, I never learned bathroom.
No.
I learned kapun ka,
Whoa.
swati ka, nam. That's all I learned. That's it.
What's the dish that everybody likes to eat?
Pad Thai?
That's it. There you go. Yeah, no. Learning languages is really not me. I really don't really want to learn languages. Why are there photos in there?
Because that's my scrapbooks from our travels. That's me in front of the Guangzhou Tower, the Canton Tower.
Interesting. Okay, because printed pictures is not a thing I
They print
usually
them
see.
for you when they take the photo
Yeah,
for
I
you.
get
They
it.
print it right
it's
there.
a tourist thing, but I haven't seen a printed photo in a very long time.
I know.
Which is something I should do, is print out my photos.
Yeah.
Not just put them on the Instagram for the daily photo. The A-Train photo. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
I really liked this morning's photo.
Did you like it because it was your drawer?
No, I like it because it was of the colors. And it's
Yeah,
it's not my drawer. This is the children's thing, and Aaron organized all of it. I had nothing to do with it.
I was looking back at my Instagram, and I've been basically for the last few weeks, since I don't have access. I can get to my drive, but I'm tend to be doing other things, and I wanted to force myself to see our current stuff differently. Mm-hmm. So what I was doing was taking photos, basically, of where we are. So every morning I kind of stop and I look around and I start walking around and looking for interesting things in the place to photo, and then take that photo and basically maybe turn it or give it a different perspective or something. Like I have the photo from yesterday that it looks like it's up and down vertical, like the thing would be on a wall, but it's really the ceiling.
Right.
And I try to mess with it enough just to kind of make it look interesting.
I look at the photos every morning. The first thing I wake up, they're always up. And so I look at them.
Because I do it like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
And try to figure out where you took the picture.
Yeah, and you kind of have to walk around. There's some.
Sometimes there's the one of the stripes on the glass. And it took me 20, 30 minutes to figure out, even after you told me, where to go look.
Yeah. So that's my thing, is trying to just see things differently and take interesting photos of this inside of this apartment, because that's where we are and we're not going outside. So
We will in a bit. We'll walk to the front gate and grab the groceries.
yeah, because Saturday and delivery.
I couldn't get things delivered yesterday. Excuse me. I gotta go to the back.
Oh God! And now she's leaving.
Hey, man.
What in the F? Should I play the polka music?
No.
When you watch last week's, you'll understand the polka music. So funny. But now I don't want to talk to you anymore, so now you can sit down and watch me drink coffee. And she's back.
Sorry about that.
You know it's gonna happen because I wasn't talking, right?
the polkas for deliveries. You're gonna have to find something else.
No. They're gonna get it twice.
That's not fair.
That's life. I mean, we're going to Poland. Doesn't polka come from Poland?
It does.
Well, don't you think that we should be promoting Poland?
I don't know.
Promoting Poland in Mexico?
I was watching something last night.
With a good alliteration?
And, it was funny because one of the characters was German. And the other characters were all British because that's what I like to watch. And the old British guy said to the German woman, "And no invading Poland at the weekends." And I thought, I have so much to learn. Like I really don't know anything about Poland. I know the Germans invaded them. I know things changed, but I don't know anything about this country, and I'm super excited about it just because I love history so much.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Wikipedia is always on.
I read Wikipedia yesterday.
The history of Poland?
No, just
because it's like really long.
I read this about the city that we're going to.
Man, you talking about I love history, but you don't learn about a city. You learn about the country, the place. It's one of the oldest. What is it? One of the oldest. I want to say oldest countries in Europe.
I know the city that we're moving to is more than 1,000 years old.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's the country itself, like the fact that it, a long-standing settlement. It's one of the oldest, I believe. That's what I read. So I mean, you're talking lots of stuffs.
Yeah.
And then the connection between Poland and Lithuania.
Yep.
And then whatever they did to those those tribes in Germany that made them angry forever.
Yeah.
Because they did something to them.
They had to have done something
because they and it didn't say that they had taken over those other areas, but they were a big powerhouse for a long time.
Yeah, it was the thing that I was reading said something about how Poland was perceived as a bully for hundreds of years, and then Germany and Russia basically combined forces, and then when Germany started to invade Poland, Russia kind of just looked the other way.
Okay, when are you talking about? Because there's
that was World
invasion
War II.
in World War I, then there's the invasion in World War II.
That was in World War II, but up until World War I, Poland was seen as a gigantic bully because of their...
Yeah, it was like the big boy on the block.
Mm-hmm. Because of their military
That's
and
why
money.
That's why I'm not happy with this. All right, y'all, here we go.
Why is that light not on?
It's not supposed to be on.
Oh, okay.
That's why we got all this top-down madness happening. You couldn't even say it, could you?
I don't know.
Hopefully now we look so much more beautifuler. All right.
I don't, because I look like I've been sunburned, and I have a big knot in the middle of
I think what we need to do is we need to take the word "more" out of the English language,
just
because everybody just adds "er" or "ier" to everything with "more." So we just need to take "more" out, and because apparently so many people are messing that up. And I'm talking about like on the news, people talking and
we heard that this week on Al Jazeera or something.
I told you, it's everywhere. I hear it every morning.
It's really strange because normally we have this routine where we get up, get ready for work, we listen to podcasts in the morning, the TV's never on. But since Aaron's computer has died, now he's using the Roku stuff. That's Roku? Roku
That's
stuff.
that new thing.
So he's watching channels that the Democracy Now! You never watched that before and never paid any attention to that before, right?
Yeah, no.
But Al Jazeera, you used to.
We used to listen to. And I used to watch the stuff on the very old iPad here.
Right, in like China and Thailand, and then all of a sudden it just stopped.
Yeah, because I didn't...
So now...
Well, you know what happened? In China, they stopped access to Al Jazeera.
Yeah.
So then I stopped listening and watching. Like, you couldn't get the podcast, I don't think.
No.
You couldn't get the live, not the live, but the video. You couldn't get any of that stuff.
So now we have all these new things that we're...
All these new things? It's just 2.
Well, there's something else you do. Bloomberg, you do.
No, I don't watch Bloomberg.
You have.
Nah, not really.
But I heard someone say this week an that was incorrect, and I'm like, did they really just say that?
I'm telling you, second language learners, it's a hard thing to know when to use more, and then when to just not to drop the more and use the ending.
Well, you'll be teaching beautifler. More beautifler. Much more beautifler.
Much more beautifler, see? These are all things that people say.
They are, and they make us cringe.
And it never occurs to them to say the most beautiful.
No.
It's the much more beautifuler.
Or even, it's much more beautiful than blah, 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 blah.
No, it's much more beautifuler than.
Oh,
What is wrong with you? Why can't you speak the English?
I don't speak English. Ask the children, they'll tell you.
Shit, you'd learn that. You'd learn the English.
So this week we had to submit introduction videos, which
I hope they came out okay.
brought me into the editing bubble.
You sat in a chair.
Okay, so I sat on the
watching
outside
me
of the bubble,
edit.
and I really didn't like it. I really didn't like flipping back and forth between multiple cameras and angles, and I hated it.
So, just like you see us now with the Cam 1, Cam 2, and Cam 3, we did the same thing. No.
We only had 2
I only had
cameras.
the Cam 1 and Cam 2
Yeah.
for our little video to go for introductory videos.
Oh, Aaron, you do so much
But
just
it's
for
just
a
so
3-minute,
much.
2-minute video.
You know the videos were only a minute.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, it was up to 2 minutes, but it only came out to about a minute 4 or so. It was short. They were very short.
You did a lot of work.
Editing, man.
I don't like that. No.
Well, I mean, you could say the same thing. Like watch Aaron and Keegan draw something.
Oh.
Go from the blank page to a finished thing. You're talking hours and hours and hours of really diving in there and I mean, once they get their thing and then making improvements on that thing. Okay, so this is getting the thing, what you see right now. Now making us look halfway decent, messing with the color correction for every clip, which takes seconds to do, but it's got to be
That's
done.
a lot of seconds for a 2-hour video.
No, it's every clip, not every frame. So every time this camera turns off and turns back on, that's ending one clip, starting another clip. Okay, so for one of our videos that's like 2 hours, you might have 10 to 15 clips.
Got ya.
Somewhere around there. And then for Cam 2 and Cam 3, also known as iPhones, they're one clip for the whole thing.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it's not.
It's still a lot of work.
When you add up the hours that it takes to sit and do the podcast, then to edit the podcast, like to edit the audio. Oh, that takes a whopping, I don't know, 10 minutes in the Cubase. That's it. And when I do it in the Filmora, it takes about the same amount of time. Because all I do is find where we put in the intro, slap the background music from the C Sparks on there.
Has he sent any new music lately?
He's not supposed to be sending me new music.
Usually he does.
No, he does not. What is wrong with you? It's like, where do you get this information?
He used to send you music all the time.
He did not.
Yes, he did.
When I talked to him, I told him that I wanted to have some of his music for our videos, so that his music can be played. He sent me like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different things. One of them gets used for the background music for the game chat. One of them gets used for the background music here. The other ones haven't been used yet.
Huh?
You never know when they're gonna come up.
When you start to vlog.
Maybe. The background music of the vlog. And then I make music at least 1 or 2 things every week. I try.
Yes, I heard two or 3 this week.
2 things yesterday, so I try to, pump them out, man. I'm just beat maker. Just be making them funky beats. You have to do the finger thing now. If you want to follow the Traveling Farrs, you can definitely hit us up at I'm pointing to our Patreon information that's down there somewhere. I think it's patreon.com/thetravelingfars. Patreon. We want money. All right. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, iTunes, Spotify, and wherever good podcasts are sold. You can find us on the Instagram and the Twitters at Traveling Farrs. The email, travelingfars@gmail.com, and the blog space, thetravelingfars.blueberry.net. No E's in the blueberry. Got all that?
Good.
Yeah, you did you do the thing?
I did it.
Did you feel like a young teenage boy?
I did not feel like a young teenage boy.
That's it. That's all I got, man. Okay. I got nothing else.
Great.
Say goodbye to the people.
Bye, people. Bye, people. Bye, people.
Peace!
I even tried to do his hand, but I'm not good at that.
You can always just...
The happy cat.